Rise and Shine with Robbo and Becci on Vision.
Well, on this very sad day, we're keeping some rolling coverage, the passing of the Queen, and we are just reminiscing about a life well lived and a very amazing life of service and of faith. So we're going to go to someone who's in the UK right now. We only just talked to him the other day. It's Sheridan Voysey. Good morning.
Hi, Becci. Hi, Robbo. You know, it's hard to put into words, actually, just the mood over here. And I know that you're already feeling it right over there. But right here, really, this really is a nation in grief. We've been waiting for this. And I say we now. I mean, Merrin and I have been here 11 years. And so, you know, while we're very much still Australians, you know, we're very much Brits. And we really kind of feel like we've kind of really made this place home. And you know, the nation's been waiting for this, and we've seen it ever since the beginning of the year. She was just more and more frail. But my goodness, everybody in the streets, everybody is just feeling this.
Yeah, and that's what the footage that we're seeing, people are bringing flowers to Buckingham Palace and
tears,
that sort of thing. Yeah, I guess it's one of those things, and it's like any loved one, isn't it? You know, and particularly someone that's lived this long, it's not a surprise, but it's still a shock when you hear the news. And so that's what I guess many of us are feeling this morning, is just the reality that this has finally happened.
The grand old BBC here, you know, the gold standard of broadcasting, where, you know, news presenters are, always taking a step back from their own emotions, and they're trying not to be subjective but objective. You know, even Clive Myrie and some of these other well-known, respected broadcasters, they're kind of breathing heaving a bit of a sigh, and. That's very much the tone of things here, because she was well loved. And folks, I should really mention here, she's well loved even by people who wouldn't follow the monarchy and wouldn't actually say they're monarchists. I remember hearing one guy, and he put it so well during the last Jubilee. He said, "I may not be a monarchist, but I am a queenist."
Yeah, that's
because
great.
she has that much affection. Even amongst people who would call themselves, you know, Republicans or whatever, that much affection. And I look to her and I kind of go, well, why has she garnered that kind of affection? Why has she garnered that degree of respect from all corners of the world and all shades of politics? And look, she has been a person of integrity and constancy and stability, fidelity. She's had one husband. She hasn't had any scandals.
Yes.
She's been a person of humility. And gosh, don't we recognize goodness when we actually see it?
That's so true. And in the last few years, her Christmas speeches have just been putting out the gospel a little bit more each time, hasn't she? And I saw an archbishop, I think I said that right, talking about her, and he said she never shoved her faith down people. It wasn't like my way or the highway, but she just slowly but surely put the gospel out little by little, and even did it through the way she served the country and the way she loved the country too, didn't she?
Very much so, yes. The Queen's speech on Christmas Day, you know, again, something of a national tradition. And she would always get some sort of mention of Christ in there, and always say that was her personal inspiration. That was her personal reason for being. It was the source of her service and her drivenness to be the kind of person that she was. You know, just go, well, people, if you recognize those qualities of goodness in her, there's a source to those things.
That's right.
And, you know, she didn't need to say that. We've got plenty of world leaders around the world at the moment who don't say those kinds of things anymore. She did. This was actually a chosen, heartfelt response, sharing a very real personal faith. And we've seen the fruit of that over all of these years. And I just pray that the new King Charles III, it's going to take us a little while to get used to that change of name. I just pray that he sees what was in his mum and the global respect because of that bent knee from the sovereign to a greater sovereign, that he might recognize, you know, now's the time for me to look heavenward as well.
Yeah, so
Love
true.
it. Oh,
well, thank you for your reflections, Sheridan. It is wonderful to be able to connect with you. As you said, it's a very sombre day for many right across, the different parts of the Commonwealth. So appreciate your time sharing with us today.
Thanks, guys. God bless.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.